Hey there, John here, and you know what's fun? Mysteries. You know what's not fun? Mysteries you can't figure out. So I was born toward the end of the 80s, and I grew up in the 90s playing old-school video game consoles. You plop in the game, you generally travel left to right, killing anything that moves, breaking open anything that's not part of the scenery, and you trot toward the big bad final boss at the end. For me, everything changed with Pokemon, where you get to travel in different directions and you can use different tactics to get through different puzzles. You had more attack choices than just jump on it, or hit it with a sword, or inhale it. Looking at you, Kirby. I vividly remember being able to buy a strategy guide in a bookstore that you could take home, and it would tell you how to get through all of the puzzles and mazes and stuff. But generally you could figure everything out on your own, but if you got really frustrated to the point where you're willing to plop down $20 and get a book to tell you how to finish the game, you could do that too. In the last few years or so, though, I've been getting more and more into games with an open world. You can pretty much go anywhere and do anything, and you can really customize your character through armor and weapons, and even training the basic statistics of your character. That's a lot of variables to keep track of and know how they all interact. On the other hand, information is so easily accessible, you can pretty much Google any question and find an answer for free. And those answers exist because a ton of people spend a ton of time playing these games and figuring out how everything interacts. And on one hand, I like being one of those people and figuring out how everything works together. On the other hand, I kind of just want to play the game. But now it's getting to a point where I feel like you need to Google the answer or else you cannot progress in the game. The other day I was playing a game and I was sent on a quest to find an interesting looking feather. And that is every piece of information that I was given. I wasn't told where to look, I wasn't even told if it was going to be something I would find on the ground or something I'd have to kill a bird to get. I had to Google it. It ended up being on the ground in the Imperial Gardens within the walls of the city. To me, though, the worst offender is Minecraft. You just appear in this really huge world where you can pick up any block and put it somewhere else, and that's about all you know. At 0 points in the game does it tell you how to craft anything. While on some degree discovery is fun, it is infuriating if you're just starting out and you have no idea where to even start. Very simply, if you do not have the Minecraft wiki open as you are playing the game for the first time, you're not going to have a very fun time and you're not going to get very far. But none of this is new. This has been going on forever. Neil Simon called it out in one of my favorite comedy movies, Murder by Death. A bunch of famous detectives get locked into a mansion to solve a murder as punishment for what they're doing to their readers. Not introducing characters until the last few pages, leaving out important clues, and generally just making it difficult for the audience to solve the murder alongside the sleuth. A good mystery needs to be possible to solve, but still somewhat difficult, and it's a very tough balance to strike. Oddly enough, my favorite example is The Sixth Sense. There is a major twist right at the end, and my mother figured it out seconds before it was revealed on screen. And I know that's when she figured it out because she yelled it out in the theater for all to hear. And that's the moment you want to create, that aha moment, I figured it out. Leave all the clues in plain sight, but don't make it obvious that we need to connect them right away. Make us pay attention. Make us work for it. Don't make us look it up. And above all else, no spoilers. Toodles.